These are the kind of fucking queers that stay up all night and lay on the horn and aggravate the piss out of people. I'll tell you, man, I really despise law-breaking maggot motherfuckers, and they're everywhere in this country now, man. A lot of people have left this country, and you know, people don't even realize that the general population, they don't even realize, man, that there's a handful of people that have left, a big handful of wealthy and intelligent people that have left this country because of the same kind of fucking shit that's going on right now, man. It's a lack of care. It's a bunch of devil-worshipping bastards is what they are. Devil-worshipping, racist pigs wanting to set some shit on fire or hurt somebody like Michelle Williams. She's disappointed that the state of Florida is not on fire because Trayvon, a hood rat, was killed after he hit Mr. Zimmerman so hard in the head that he drew blood. His blood was dripping down the man's head. So when you attack people, you're subject to get shot. When you're out there trying to rob people and mug them, this could mean that it's time for you to defend yourself, right? Right, but this is the kind of people we got in this country, a bunch of baby-killing maggot bastards, man. They're going to answer to God. Unbelievable stupidity, unprecedented stupidity, man. Where she would actually tell black people to go out and commit a crime on somebody. Really, I'm not kidding you, folks. Because of the color of their skin. How ridiculous, man. Right, like we're all going to run out and do something like that against another person simply because of the color of their skin. I mean, what has happened to society, y'all? Really, I'm serious. I'm talking to you from the heart, man. What has happened? And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I know I got a bad mouth, and they say I'm crazy. Think about that shit for a little while, man. Just think about it. Old Kyle that's lived over here all these years. I've only been to jail 2 times in my life, and one time was that fucking paper shredder y'all are listening to right there, and the other time was domestic violence without violence, which one guy or two told me, sounds like you threatened somebody. I said, hell, I didn't even do that. It was alleged. There was no evidence. Years later, my buddy's sister said, that girl lied, Kyle. I said, huh? She said, that girl Edwina. I was like, dude, what? What the hell is she talking about? Like, you know, almost 9 years later. She said that lady was, she worked with that lady, and she lied on her on the job and took somebody's husband when they let her live with them. So she was a real trifling, conniving bitch, you know. I'm not the only person that she hurt in her life, you know. But she's another one that's going to answer to God. And I'll tell you all the truth now. I did not know that it was against the law to threaten people, but it sounds like a good idea to me, to tell you the truth. And I found out that it is against the law, but I didn't know it. But I'm telling y'all the truth. I did not threaten those people down there. It's a good idea. It's a good law. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people being persuaded not to do such things, you know. However, in the same token, I think that people should have freedom of speech. And if something like that is said, at least let there be some witnesses, man, you know. Besides one person that claimed you said it on the telephone. I don't think that's good enough. I really don't. I know it's not. And then you have zero evidence to support a crime. So in other words, y'all, you go back to the victim. You charge somebody, like I said, I've been to jail 2 times in my life, man. Once for stalking. And the lady tells them that I did not do anything to him. I lived with her for 10 years with no priors. You know, it's just a bunch of legal complication, a web, man. Like my stepdad told me years ago, when you get caught up in it, it's hard to get out of it. And they'll use every damn thing they can against you, you know. But I'm telling y'all the truth about this shit. This is how sick this fucking country is, man, where they can't put you in fucking jail for doing something when you're not a lawbreaker. It's, you know, I mean, they can do it illegally, but they can't do it legally, and they can't do it righteously, man. And they can't say that I'm something that I'm not. I have a right to face my accuser. You know, I think they would prefer that I not have a right. But what they do is they hold you in jail for up to 6 months until you plead no contest or some shit like that and make you cop out on it. And you wind up spending 3 months in jail or more, and $700 worth of fine, a year of probation, set you up to go back to jail again, you know. And the other time that I went to jail was that paper shredder over there, and they spent $8,000 on it after that. Like I said, when you go back to the alleged victim, you got no victim, you got no crime, it don't mean nothing until you sign it on the dotted line. You ever heard that? I think it's a Robin Trower song. So there you have it, folks. Now, I was a special guest on 1430 AM radio, talk radio, with the Kaler brothers, Kaler Law Firm, and their mother was a judge, and I stood before her on traffic violations, and she was fair to me. But as a guest on this 1430 AM radio, we were talking about lifetime injunctions, which I got out of that so-called stalking bullshit. Right, stalking. Ain't that something? How in the fuck could you stalk somebody from a friend's house? And then they asked my friends, where did he say he was going to it? Right before he started backing out of the driveway. They said back home to play on the computer for the rest of the evening. That's what he said. And that's true, I did say that, you know. But see, none of that shit meant nothing, man. How do you stalk somebody when you're not on the phone with them? You're not trying to communicate with them. You know, they found out that was a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, that Kaler and Kaler, they were ready to expunge the damn thing, to have it expunged by a judge, just because I was a special guest on 1430 AM radio, man. They were going to have that bullshit expunged for me, you know. And I didn't even go down there and pursue it, you know. Because if you do get it expunged and you wind up with a firearm again, as soon as you use it like that Mr. Zimmerman did, they'll put your ass in jail, man. Because they don't give a fuck about you.